Late one night, a young woman finally leaves work after staying overtime. She tries to get a taxi, but a group of men grabs the one she was waiting for. With no ride left, she starts walking home alone. As she moves through a quiet street, a van pulls up beside her. The driver, Du-shik, offers her a ride. She refuses right away. She does not want to get into a stranger's vehicle. She keeps walking. A short time later, she hears strange sound behind her. When she turns around, she notices the van door standing open. Someone inside seems to be crying and begging for help. Worried, she slowly walks closer and looks inside. She sees a pile of clothes and a dead body. The crying sound was a trick. It was Du-shik. He suddenly grabs her, drags her into the van, and kills her before she can get away. Soon after, Du-shik changes into fresh clothes and calls 911. When two police officers arrive, he acts completely shocked and upset. He shows them where he left the bodies and claims he found them there by chance. He even lies and says he saw several workers attack the woman. A few days later, Kim Kyung-mi is at her customer service job. Kyung-mi is deaf. She helps deaf and mute customers through video calls by using sign language. Just like any customer service worker, she also deals with rude people. Some callers insult her. Others make offensive gestures toward her. After work, she joins a company dinner. Because she cannot hear, she sits quietly while everyone talks. The men at the table think she cannot understand them. They make disrespectful comments about her appearance and joke about her. What they do not know is that Kyung-mi can read lips. She understands every word. To get back at them, she signs several insults toward them. The men mistakenly think she is praising them. Later, Kyung-mi drives to pick up her mother from tailor shop. Her mother is deaf as well. As they leave, a bike nearly crashes into her mother. Luckily, the sound sensor in Kyung-mi's car warns her just in time. Her mother is excited because she earned good money this month. Now, they can finally take the beach trip they have wanted. Elsewhere in the city, Choi Seo-young is preparing to go out. Her older brother, Jong-tak, works as a security guard. Since their parents passed away, he has become extremely protective. He argues with Seo-young about her clothes and tells her when she must return home. Seo-young promises she will behave and come back early. But later, while spending time on her date, she ignores her brother's messages. She also stays out much later than she promised. When she stops answering her phone, Jong-tak starts worrying. He leaves home and begins searching for her himself. That same night, Du-shik heads out looking for another target. He spots Kyung-mi dropping her mother off near an emergency alarm post while she goes to park her car. At first, he decides to go after the mother. Then he notices Seo-young walking down the same street. He changes his mind immediately. Seo-young becomes his new target. Du-shik rushes toward her and attacks. Nobody notices. Kyung-mi's mother is walking away and cannot hear anything happening behind her. After attacking Seo-young, Du-shik plans to deal with the mother next. But things keep getting in his way. First, Jong-tak arrives and asks Kyung-mi's mother if she has seen his sister. After getting no useful answer, he leaves. Then Kyung-mi returns from the parking lot. As she walks toward her mother, she notices a white shoe sticking out from a dark alley. Someone is also calling for help, although Kyung-mi cannot hear the voice. When another shoe appears, her curiosity grows. She carefully steps into the alley. There she finds Seo-young. She is covered in blood, crying, and desperately asking for help. Before Kyung-mi can react, Du-shik suddenly appears holding an axe. He charges straight at her. Just as he is about to attack, Seo-young pushes him away. That brief moment gives Kyung-mi enough time to escape. She runs back toward the street. When she spots her mother nearby, she quickly makes a choice. Instead of running to her, Kyung-mi heads in the opposite direction to keep her mother safe. She races back toward the parking lot. Moving between parked cars, she quietly makes her way toward a back entrance. The door has a handle that makes a loud squeaking sound. Kyung-mi slowly tries to open it without making noise, but the squeak is loud enough. Du-shik hears it. He immediately heads after her. Thankfully, Kyung-mi manages to get the door open at the last second and slips inside. She rushes back to her car and quickly calls her mother. Kyung-mi tells her to stay beside the emergency alarm and wait. The call ends. Then she freezes. Du-shik is sitting in the back seat. A knife is in his hand. He orders her to drive. Kyung-mi starts the car, but she has a different plan. Instead of heading for the exit, she speeds toward a wall. At the last second, she slams on the brakes. The sudden stop gives her a chance to jump out and run. Another chase begins. Kyungmi sprints through the area and finally reaches her mother before Do-shik can catch her. Then she hits the emergency alarm. The loud alert forces Do-shik to stay back. While the two women wait for police, he walks away and returns to his van. He hides Seo-young's body inside. After that, he changes his clothes and fixes his hair. Now he looks like an ordinary office worker. A few minutes later, he casually approaches the women. Kyungmi does not recognize him. The attacker had worn a mask and a hat earlier. Do-shik claims he is searching for his missing sister. Kyungmi believes the story. She is about to show him the alley where she found Seo-young. Before they can leave, police officers arrive. The officers search the alley. Nothing is there. The place is completely empty. Kyungmi asks them to check the security footage. The parking lot guard explains that the cameras are not working. Some local kids turn them off while hanging around and smoking. Since there is no proof, everyone is taken to the police station to give statements. Inside the elevator, Do-shik keeps glancing at the weapons hidden in his bag. Then he looks over at the women. Kyungmi's mother notices something strange. Earlier he looked worried. Now he seems completely calm. Trying to keep his act alive, Do-shik pulls out a black cell phone. He tells him his sister just sent him a text. That means the body they found cannot be hers. A little later, Kyungmi finishes her report. The officer listens carefully, but there is not much he can do. There is no body. There is also no clear description of the attacker. Do-shik tries to speak up. The officer quickly shuts him down for interrupting. A homeless man sleeping on a nearby couch joins in and mocks him too. Do-shik sees an opportunity. He walks over to the water cooler. While grabbing a paper cup, he quietly insults the homeless man. The officer cannot hear a word. The homeless man becomes furious. He rushes at Do-shik and starts fighting him. During the struggle, a white cell phone falls from Do-shik's pocket. Kyungmi's mother picks it up. The officer separates the two men. Then he takes the homeless man into another room. Do-shik quickly gets the phone back. Next, he goes over to read Kyungmi's statement. He pretends to be curious. In reality, he wants her personal information. While he reads, Kyungmi's mother signs to her daughter. She thinks it is suspicious that he carries two different phones. Do-shik notices them communicating. He immediately asks what they're talking about. Kyungmi simply writes one word, nothing. Do-shik does not look convinced. He moves closer to the mother. Then he quietly checks the weapons inside his bag. He starts thinking about his next move. Just then, another officer enters the room. Jong-tak is with him. He has come to report his missing sister. The officer asks him to show her photo. The description matches what Kyungmi reported earlier. Do-shik pretends he has never seen the woman before. Kyungmi recognizes Seo-young right away. She hands Jong-tak her statement. As she tries to explain more, the officer leaves again. The homeless man is trying to come back inside. The moment the officer is gone, Do-shik acts. He quietly warns Kyungmi's mother not to move. If she does, he will kill her daughter. Then he opens his bag. The mother sees the weapons hidden inside. Do-shik grabs a knife and walks toward Kyungmi. The mother reacts immediately. Jong-tak turns around at the perfect moment. He catches the knife before it can strike. The two men instantly start fighting. Meanwhile, Kyungmi and her mother run outside and call for help. During the struggle, Do-shik admits that he attacked Seo-young. Hearing that sends Jong-tak into a rage. Jong-tak loses control. He attacks Do-shik with everything he has. Then he grabs the knife and presses it against Do-shik's neck. He demands one answer. Where is Seo-young? Before he can get it, police officers rush in and stop them. Do-shik quickly changes his act. He pretends to be the innocent one. For what the officers see, Jong-tak looks like the attacker. The police believe Do-shik. Instead of arresting him, they handcuff Jong-tak. Do-shik walks away without a problem. Meanwhile, Kyungmi and her mother stay near Jong-tak while officers review the security footage. The video proves they were telling the truth. Afterward, Jong-tak returns to the streets and keeps searching for his sister. The police escort Kyungmi and her mother back to their apartment. Their home has special motion sensors. Whenever movement is detected, lights begin flashing. Later, mother and daughter sit together and drink tea. Suddenly, the lights blink. Someone is outside the door. Both women become nervous. A moment later, they discover it is only one of the mother's co-workers. She came to collect a few bags. The two older women leave together. Kyungmi stays home alone. What she does not know is that Do-shik has arrived. He damages the sensor outside the apartment. Now the lights cannot reveal where he is, but the sensors inside still react to movement. When Kyungmi notices the lights, She leaves her room to check. Do-shik quickly sets off an alarm clock. The sound makes it seem like the clock caused the sensor to react. Kyungmi believes it and goes back to her room. At the same time, Kyungmi sends messages to Jong-tak. Earlier, he gave her his contact card in case she ever needed help. Do-shik picks up his axe. He prepares to attack. Then something catches Kyungmi's attention. A toy on her dresser suddenly activates, but the sensor lights do not react. Something feels wrong. She spins around. Just in time, Do-shik swings the axe. She barely avoids the blow. Kyungmi runs into another room. She shoves a dresser against the door to block it. Then she sends Jong-tak a message. The killer is inside the apartment. Next, she texts her mother. She warns her not to return home. The door keeps shaking from Do-shik's attacks. Then everything becomes quiet. A message arrives. Her mother says she is already outside and found the door open. She thinks her mother is in danger. She starts moving the dresser away. More messages arrive. Her mother is asking for help. Then Kyungmi notices something strange. Every message is written perfectly. Her mother usually makes mistakes when typing. That's when the truth hits her. Do-shik has her mother's phone. She immediately stops moving the dresser. A second later, Do-shik appears through the opening. He reaches inside and grabs for her hand. Kyungmi jerks away in time. Then she slams the door shut and locks it. But that only delays him. Do-shik starts smashing the door with his axe. Wood flies everywhere. The door begins breaking apart. Kyungmi has no safe exit left. She climbs through the window. Then she jumps. As she falls, Do-shik catches her by the hair. She struggles desperately. Finally, his grip slips. Kyungmi drops onto a pile of garbage below. She survives. Without wasting a second, she starts running. Do-shik jumps down and chases after her. Soon, Jong-tak arrives and joins the pursuit. The chase continues through many streets. Eventually, Do-shik traps Kyungmi inside a blocked area. She has nowhere left to run. He raises his weapon. Then Jong-tak appears. Before Jong-tak can attack, Do-shik does something unexpected. He presses his own knife against his neck. He threatens to kill himself. If he dies, Jong-tak will never learn where Seo-young is. Yeon-tak freezes. That is exactly what Do-shik wants. Then Do-shik sends a text message to Jong-tak's phone. The message contains Seo-young's location. Now Jong-tak faces an impossible choice. Save his sister, or stay and protect Kyungmi. Jong-tak looks at Kyungmi with guilt. He says sorry and rushes away. The text message gave him an address. According to Do-shik, Seo-young is there. The address leads straight to Kyungmi's apartment. Of course, it is a lie. Back at the blocked area, Kyungmi grabs an old chair from a trash pile. She plans to use it as a weapon. Before she can, Do-shik snatches it away. Then he slams her to the ground and traps her with it. While holding her down, he calls Jong-tak. He mocks him for leaving Kyungmi behind. Kyungmi refuses to give up. She grabs a handful of dirt and throws it into Do-shik's eyes. The move works. As he reacts, she shoves him away and takes off running. Soon she reaches the street where his van is parked. Then she sees something shocking. The van door is open. Seo-young is climbing out. She is alive. She cries for help. At the same time, Jong-tak and Kyungmi's mother arrive at the blocked area. But nobody is there anymore. Meanwhile, Kyungmi and Seo-young hide inside a narrow alley. They crouch behind a large trash bin. Kyungmi wants Seo-young to call the police. Seo-young refuses. She can hear Do-shik moving nearby. He already knows the van is empty. Kyungmi quickly comes up with another idea. She types a message on her phone. The message tells Seo-young to call her brother because he is close. Kyungmi hands over the phone. In return, she takes the knife. Do-shik is facing the other direction. Kyungmi quietly slips out of the alley. She hides nearby. A moment later, Do-shik starts getting closer to Seo-young. Just before he finds her, Kyungmi makes a strange sound. Then she bangs on a metal shutter. The noise grabs his attention. When Do-shik turns around, he sees Kyungmi holding the knife against her own neck. She threatens to kill herself. Do-shik immediately goes after her. Kyungmi hits the emergency alarm again. Then she runs. The chase begins all over. While this happens, Seo-young calls Jong-tak for help. Jong-tak and Kyungmi's mother head toward her with an ambulance. Seo-young tells them which direction Kyungmi ran. This time, Kyungmi heads into the downtown area. She hopes a crowded place will keep her safe. To get there, she must cross a busy road. The task is dangerous. She cannot hear the traffic. Cars rush past from every direction. After several close calls, she finally makes it across. Then she enters a crowded shopping district. Kyungmi tries asking people for help, but she cannot speak. Nobody understands her. Nobody helps. Do-shik keeps getting closer. Out of options, she pulls out the knife. People around her quickly back away. A circle forms around them. One man tries calling the police. Do-shik stops him. He claims Kyungmi is his sister. He says she has mental problems. He warns that police could scare her into hurting herself. While everyone is distracted, Kyungmi runs again. But her luck does not last. Police officers soon find her. They believe Do-shik's story. They take her right back to him. They even hand the knife over to Do-shik. Once the officers leave, Kyungmi breaks down. Through the few sounds she can make, she pleads for her life. She tells him she still has dreams. She still has things she wants to do. Do-shik does not care. He leads her into a nearby alley. He says she almost changed his mind. Almost. Then he raises the knife. Just before he strikes, Jong-tak arrives. He jumps in and stops the attack. The two men start fighting again. This time, Jong-tak gets behind him. He wraps an arm around Do-shik's neck. Then he squeezes. Eventually, Do-shik stops moving. Jong-tak thinks he is unconscious. Checks on Kyungmi. He tells her the good news. Seo-young is safe. She is at the hospital. Her mother is nearby too. Suddenly, something crashes into him. Do-shik is back on his feet. He only pretended to pass out. He grabs empty bottles and pieces of trash. Then he starts attacking Jong-tak. Kyungmi stops him. She picks up the knife. Then he changes targets. He leaves the alley and goes after Kyungmi's mother. He finds her standing in the busy shopping area. Pretending to be harmless, he asks her to follow him into a dark alley. Before she can move, Kyungmi spots them. She runs toward him with a knife. Do-shik laughs at her. He says she could not even stab him properly. The only injury she caused was a cut on his hand. But that was exactly what Kyungmi wanted. The cut was part of her plan. During the struggle, she secretly forced the knife into his hand. Then she stabbed herself. Now it looks like Do-shik attacked her. The people nearby instantly believe what they see. Nobody listens when Do-shik says he did not do it. Police officers arrive moments later. They fire warning shots into the air. Do-shik refuses to stop. The officers shoot him several times. Even then, he keeps trying to move. Kyungmi raises her hand and gives him the finger. The gesture makes him even angrier. He tries one last attack. Before he can reach her, Seo-young arrives. She slams into him and knocks him down. This time, he never gets back up. Days later, life finally becomes peaceful. Kyungmi and her mother take the beach trip they always wanted. Seo-young and Jong-tak come along too. The siblings proudly show off the sign language they have been learning. Then all four of them stand together. They smile for a photo. And for the first time in a long while, everyone looks happy.